it's all about their character. See, they don't look very alien.
I was about to say that.
Yeah.
Janhvi, it's your first Telugu film?
Yes.
Sir, आपका भी first Telugu film?
And mine, yeah.
Yeah.
Is it your first?
It is my first, yes.
So, how is the language, lip sync dialogues and all that? How it worked?
That's so.
Oh, she's phenomenal.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Phenomenal.
She was phenomenal.
With the memory and all.
Yeah, I mean, like, I was shocked.
Yeah.
Randy sir used to call me tape recorder. Before, after action, he said, okay, tape recorder on, and da-da-da-da-da-da used to come.
No, but लेकिन sir, I was shocked when I saw her. मतलब कि, you know, ये लड़की आई है बॉम्बे से.
But she's got
क्या पता होगा?
South Indian roots.
हाँ, but
no.
But still,
Yeah.
sir, see, speaking in Telugu is sometimes, yeah, obviously, but she was just like that.
Yeah.
I mean, there was a scene where this woman just went. She went all out. And Shiva was just looking at the monitor and he was just looking at me from there. I was walking, just doing this. I was like, she was fabulous. I mean, I was shocked.
Can you say something nice about me as well?
My day is made. I feel like I can leave the interview now. I don't need to worry about anything.
Sir, I think Hamara camera here has to be experienced in the movie.
Shiva sir told me, he said, don't worry. I said,
mean,
what
but-
about language? What about language? So he said, listen, don't worry. You can speak maybe Hindi or you can speak English, but it's just easy. Just come, just do. Firstly, when I was approached for the film, it was a great honor. I love Hyderabad cinema and I think it's the future of a lot of Bombay actors, I think, would be lucky and excited to be in a big Hyderabad movie.
Yes. Sure.
And I was very lucky to get this offer. But I was worried about this thing. And then you said, just turn up. It's going to be an easy experience. Don't worry about anything. He gave me the most passionate narration. Yeah. Normally, my attention can wander. If it's not a great narration, I start feeling a little sleepy also. You know, I said, rather read. But it was a spellbinding narration, very emotional. And, you know, he came, we were shooting a film in Amritsar. And you must have said, you know, get Saif or something for this role. Yeah, obviously, you must have
it was a mutual choice.
What
you know, for me,
compliment.
I could never, somewhere when we wanted this character called Bhaira. So as Saif sir mentioned, see, we don't have names for different clans here. So it is one big hill where everybody is living. So the characters, I mean, like, there's no a particular name for a village as such. So there's like, हाँ वो north village वाला है, ये south village वाला है, ये west का village वाला है, और ये east village वाले हैं. So but it was just that. So when we were designing the characters, I think both of us really felt that, you know, who is as powerful as Devara? For Bhaira. So Bhaira needs that kind of a cutout. So for some strange reason, both of us were looking at each other, and I really love Saif sir in Omkara, and I really felt that, you know, there is this intensity in him. I mean, though yes, he really has a funny side of him, which tends to dominate. Look at him now.
All the nice things.
But there is so much intensity in Saif sir. I think that hasn't been captured in movies.
Yeah.
In most of the movies.
Yes, I also personally feel that.
Yeah. Yes. So, I mean, like, we needed that intensity.
Yeah.
And both of us were like, you know what, I think we should just go approach Saif sir.
So I said, well, how will I do it? You said, don't worry, just turn up. There's a nice big AC set and I've all this water stuff and I've got these machines and you just sit there and chill and it's going to be a blast. And you know, he was absolutely right. I came there and language. So I said, first day, I had to say these lines to this lady who was playing this part, and I was being cute, some dialogues, and I said, I'll try and get, and the sweat started running down my back, and I felt kind of a thrill that I hadn't felt for a long time. I felt I'm working in even though it's our country and it's another language, but that diverse, it was like a new thing for me. I felt I'm speaking a new, and I was panicking because I thought maybe I won't do it properly, or I roughly understood what I'm saying. I tried to remember the...
You remember any line?
I knew you'd ask me this. But if you repeat, I'll repeat. No. But I prepared it and I did 1 or 2 lines and then they were okay in the beginning, the first line. He said, you won't have to speak much. It'll be 1 line, 2nd line. But after a few days, he got pretty impressed with how I was doing it. And I got used to the language. Like you get used to anything after a while if you practice enough. And it's not... that difficult also. And then after a while he said, okay, now do a page. And then suddenly the dialogue started getting longer. And I said, he promised me it'd be 1 or 2 lines. And then the assistant would come in the van and say, sir, a dialogue. And I'd say, okay, what? And then he'd go on. And I said, that's 2 pages. And he said, no, you can do it now. Yeah. So it's true, we did it.
Yes, sir.
And he would watch very carefully the lip and he said, it's quite perfect. And
I feel like especially on this set with Shiva sir, his approach with me was similar to the way that he approached your character. He was so relaxed. And I used to stalk him. If you see our chat, it's just me day after day. Sir, please can I get the scene? Sir, how will I do it? Sir, please send the dialogues. And he was just like, just relax, just come on set. And I think his ease and of course sir's encouragement just made me feel like, okay, I don't suck. I think I'm doing okay. And
you should actually ask her this question about how she manifested this.
Yeah.
I mean, that's still a surprise.
Yeah, I saw some.
I was like, how? I was like, Janhvi, please tell me how to manifest. If I really have to manifest something, how do I do it? How do I manifest that Devara needs to be a super blockbuster hit?
Just say it in every interview ever. Wake up in the morning, look at yourself in the mirror and say Devara is going to be a huge hit and everyone's going to be blown away.
Yeah,
I've
that's
started
it. Is that simple?
I think so.
Is it that simple?
It worked out for me.
I got, sir, how about the BGM? How excited you guys are about the BGM?
I think the world knows what Anirudh is capable of. And today I think it's not South or North anymore. I think the country itself is grooving for Anirudh's music right now. I think it's Anirudh's Hawa which is running all over. And he's just got this art of understanding a movie beautifully. I mean, he understands the movie. And the kind of background score which he's come up with for Devara, it's nothing less than any international movie. It's, in fact, I was actually making somebody listen to something and they were like, oh my God, this feels like that Walt Disney's, symphony, like Hans Zimmer.
Is it recorded live from the orchestrated?
Yes,
which is amazing. We don't do that often enough.
So it's live music.
Amazing.
Live, sir.
And it's
background also.
He's done phenomenal. I mean, for him, I think, he probably one fine day, I mean, like he would definitely be a part of some international project where he's scoring background for it. And
because I saw a glimpse which has the English lyrics, which gave me not because of English music, because of the instrumentation also, it gave a very international feel.
International, different, no?
Very juxtaposing feel for the Devara title and what's happening on the screen and the music. I really like
something so tribal with an international language. Interesting.
So it's he's phenomenal, Sandeep.
Exactly, even for the bare glimpse,
Sandeep ji, I'm sure you agree. I think it is India's time to be up there and showcase what our capabilities are as actors, as technicians, as filmmakers. So I think it's our time. I mean, this we've waited for a very long period, and I think this is our time to show the world what Indian film is. And we're no less than any technician up there, and I think we're getting there.
But I love the characters in the film, all the characters. So anyway, visual will be a visual anyway, but trust me, you're going to enjoy the characters in the film rather than the world. Actually,
very strongly written characters.
All, including the women. Women are too strong in the film.
Very strong.
Character-driven films are always interesting.
Always. I personally like them. I think it's the character which actually takes the movie forward. Of course, you're making and this, that. But it's characters.
See, it's not like regular hero, regular villain. They're all one family. The relationships between them, the conspiracies.
थोड़ा बहुत leak हो गया. So, sir, when you wrote this, you first you thought the title is Devara and that's it. Yeah.
There was no other option.
Yeah. It sounded something, very positive to me and powerful also. So it's always Devara.
And especially when you have hidden so many things. It is like,
So we actually didn't hide a lot, but there are a few things which we definitely did. We hid them, but the greatest revelation for Devara 1 is what I'm actually waiting for. I want the audiences to actually, I can't wait for them to enjoy the main revelation of that movie.
Sir, I'll show break mein. I'll show one action episode of his.
All right.
It's called Simadri. I'll show you one fight.
Yes, please.
Which was cut on a song. Very exciting. It's been like 24 years, not 23 years. Yeah, it's still exciting.
We love actually him to be in the film. But I had a little thing because, you know, he looks like a rock star. See how he looks like. And my Bharat, you know, is completely different guy. So after the look test, you know, he's like my Bharat.
No, yeah, but he had that one curly hair look also. It was
there's a lot. There are two looks.
Killer look. It was. I really like that look.
I like my short hair look also.
Yeah. People love that actually.
The young,
but this one's tough to pull off, sir. I mean, like this long hair one, it's.
But
I mean, the first day when I saw him, I was like, whoa, that looks nice.
But today, makeup and hair technicians also have become so good.
So good.
They can just change.
Earlier wigs, you had
Wigs,
these
you could
nets,
see the
you had
nets and all
to take it
that.
out, put that gum again and stick it, but now it's not that anymore.
Just sit on the chair and just listen to some music and read something, and they do. And afterwards, just ready. It was amazing.
Everything is fun in the film. The only pain in the film is only for me. It's Janhvi sending a message. You know, we generally, because being a writer, I try to develop some lines in the morning. Suddenly,
So it's like a spot development for him.
suddenly I get an idea.
Yeah, suddenly you change a line and
Because I got used to that. But you know, once the schedule
Dates
is fixed,
come.
sir, my lines, I get scared.
I was harrowing him every
Because he
day.
has to learn a line.
Yeah.
So he was
A new line is-
literally,
And I didn't want to do the coming on set and just saying anything or repeating what the person's saying off camera. I didn't want to do it like that. I wanted to do it as properly as I could.
I feel she can pull it off. Please don't ask me this because I know you'll learn faster. So once you come to Hyderabad for part 2 at least.
No, so I'll still send you messages, don't worry.
But your replies also will be based on his last word suffix, right?
Yeah.
That's how you remember. If suddenly in a flow you will change, then you're off, right? That's how it
Oh,
goes.
Have you
But
seen
I
she
think I
understands.
managed.
Okay.
She understands.
Yeah,
she
I
understands the
understand.
intention.
Yeah.
Superb then, yeah.
And
She knows
Sir would
that.
improv quite a bit. Even the other actors. It wasn't.
No, even Saif sir, he understands a lot. But he knows when to react properly.
Yeah.
So because once he
ultimately-
knows the scene, you know.
Yeah.
Forget the language, Sandeep sir. It's ultimately it's the expression.
Yeah.
See, that's what I feel. I said languages can be different, but expressions of
Yeah.
the emotion is always the same.
Yeah.
I still remember coming to Amritsar
I know.
and now we are sitting here.
crazy?
For a narration, I think he was in shoot for some film in Amritsar.
Yeah, sir came in, sat very quietly down, peaceful. We've not met, and he said, "I said, pleasantries." I said, will you tell me the story or what?" So he said, "I'll have a glass of water, please." So we drank it and then took off. And then he was crying. "Oh, lovely. I've seen artists do it a little. Very few directors I've worked with. Some have done it, but where you act out the mother's lines." And you've got tears in your eyes. She calls her son and she says, and you're there.
Yeah.
And then he says, then your part, you stand up, you say this. And then so every emotion of every, even the female, older characters, younger characters was given.